and welcome to my channel. My name is Alma from Practically Perfect Mama, and today I'm going to be sharing a few recipes our family enjoyed this week. I like to plan our meals for the week every Sunday. It helps to stay within our grocery budget and ensures we aren't scrambling at dinner time. I'll be sharing all of these recipes on my blog, practicallyperfectmama.com. This first meal you're seeing is a vegetarian lentil soup. The first thing I do here is saute onions and carrots with a little bit of oil until the onions are transparent. We then add the garlic, rinsed lentils, diced tomatoes, seasoning, and vegetable broth. Once that's all done, we bring it to a boil, reduce the heat, and cover and simmer for 35 minutes. After 35 minutes, we add in sliced zucchini and spinach. The recipe did call for kale, however, I'm not a fan of kale, so I chose to use spinach instead, and it turned out great. So here is the end result. We just served it with some dinner rolls, and the whole family enjoyed it. On Tuesday, to continue on with our vegetarian meal trend for the week, we decided to do cauliflower tacos. So in the bowl we have a head of cauliflower just chopped up into bite-sized pieces. In the bowl here we have panko crumbs with seasoning. And then in that pan, there's soy sauce, coconut oil, peanut butter, maple syrup, and a little bit of hot sauce. Once that sauce is all heated up and combined, we toss that in with the cauliflower, mix it all up. We add half of the mixture of panko crumbs and seasoning, mix it up, add the other half, mix it up, and then toss that in the oven, 400 degrees Fahrenheit for about 30 minutes, flipping halfway through. So while that is in the oven, we're putting together our yum yum sauce, which will be drizzled on top of those tacos. And it's just mayonnaise, there's some maple syrup, seasoning, tomato paste, and I'm pouring in some melted butter here. You just mix that all up until well combined. So here's how the cauliflower tacos turned out. There's some refried beans on the bottom, the cauliflower, some shredded red cabbage, cilantro, and that yum yum sauce. They were delicious. So on this day, we're putting together a vegetarian lasagna. This lasagna has quickly become a family favorite of ours. So we start off here by heating up some olive oil in a pan, and then we're gonna add our chopped up vegetables. There's carrots, bell pepper, zucchini, yellow onion, and then a little bit of salt, and you're gonna saute that until the veggies get soft. While those veggies are cooking, we're just going to put half of our cottage cheese in the food processor and blend that till it is smooth. I'm dumping that blended cottage cheese into a separate bowl, and I'm going to put the food processor bowl aside, and no need to rinse it out because we're going to use it later. So now that our veggies are cooked, we start to add in our spinach, just a handful at a time until it's all combined. So I took those veggies and I put them in the food processor that we put aside earlier, and I'm just gonna blitz those about 5 times, not until they're blended, just a little less chunky. Here I'm taking that veggie mix, adding it to that previously blended cottage cheese, and I'm gonna add the rest of our cottage cheese into this along with seasoning, mix it up, and then it'll be ready to assemble. So now that that's all done, it's assembly time. I know it is quite the process, but I Promise you, it's totally worth it. So we start off here by putting some tomato sauce at the bottom and then putting our first layer of noodles on top of that. I use the express noodles so we don't have to pre-boil them. Then we're putting a layer of our veggie mixture, another layer of tomato sauce, some shredded cheese, and then repeat. This lasagna is so yummy, and my kids, who can find the tiniest piece of pepper or anything green in their food to complain and pick it out, actually didn't pick out anything from this lasagna. So let that be a sign to tell you that it is really good.